GingerGM.
Hello, good Sunday morning, and this is kind of a recovery day after my big stream yesterday to celebrate you guys who are watching this, who have subscribed to my channel. This was a celebratory stream I did. Only lasted 7 hours. I was hoping to do a bit longer. 7 hours is still pretty good, full length, and we had Fiona on, Danny on, and it was pretty non-stop for 7 hours. So I've been trying to upload that to my YouTube channel for the last 24 hours, but I'm having some problems, maybe because it's 7 hours long. So really, I'm just doing a quick video now, as maybe you're not aware of it, and I just wanted to make some of you aware, if you weren't able to tune in yesterday, that for a little bit of time, I mean, it's Sunday today, we'll run it for the next 4 hours probably, just to celebrate the support that all you people have given to me and to GingerGM in general. We're just running a really sale in our shop, which is 50% off, and it's 50% off pretty much everything. So 50% off the GingerGM collection, so you can get over 100 hours of footage for about £40. That'll keep you going for a long time. It's also 50% off my new master method, so you can get a very good course there, and that's really good. It's not just opening, it will hopefully take you to another level. And 50% off any individual DVD done by a different author set for myself, because I want to get those guys some royalties as well. So you can get, if you want to get it's a great time to get Sokolov's DVD for about £4. And I'm pretty much guarantee that will help you. So, you might have seen him commentating at the World Cup. He's a very knowledgeable character. So I just wanted to make you aware, but I'm going to play a little bit of Blitz in the morning as well. And by the way, the link is up there. I'll put it in a notification, GingerGM shop. And let me just show you the website. So we got the shop page here. This is the GingerGM shop, and there is the full collection. That is, we're not going to have that on sale much more in the future, so maybe one of your last chances to get that. And you can see here we've got loads of things going on. Danny Gormadi's, he was on yesterday. That's a really good one if you're trying to improve as a practical player. Plaskett's greatest hits is actually a great lot of fun if you're an attacking player. Some great attacks. Gwaine Jones, who's just British champion, on a great opening for white. There's loads of cool stuff there. And obviously there's the master method at half price as well, and loads of other stuff. So if you're looking for a bargain, today's the day to do it. Right, okay, anyway, let's try and play a little bit of Blitz. So I only had 3 beers yesterday, which I thought was pretty good going for my 7-hour stream. So I'll play, I'm nearly over 2,500 again. I should be over 2,500, but I'll play until I lose 2 games, as I often do. So let's get rocking and rolling with some Blitz. Okay, now this line that my opponent's playing is the semi-Tarash variation. It's becoming quite popular at top level, and I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure why, because white should always be a little bit better, as long as you don't play something like bishop to d3 too soon, maybe. Now, can I start an attack against this one? I'm just thinking, can I go d5? Actually, because maybe I shouldn't have done that one, because my bishop is now not ideally placed to defend my pawn. Okay, I'll go here. I'll go here and I'll try to castle and go d5, something like that. It's not too bad, is it, for me at all? But bishop d3 was a little bit slack. Often what you do in this position, you put your rooks on e1 and d1. Okay, let's just do that, shall we? Before I do anything, get all my pieces into the game. Then I go d5, e5, and I try to attack. But my opponent's made a bit more progress on the queen side here than I would have wanted him to make, because I've gone bishop d3 and bishop c2, losing a bit of a tempo there. So if I was black, I'd be putting my knight into c4 now. Maybe I should have even gone bishop there, but then my rook wouldn't have been in, which is done. So I'm just now considering if I should go d5. That looks like a good option to me, just trying to use this pawn. And after knight c4, where do I put my... Okay, he's taken that one straight away. After knight c4, where do I put my queen? Oh, a little tactic. Still waking up here. That's a nasty little tactic, but okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world, because I don't lose material. But I didn't want to get an ending there I was slagging this opening off, and we get straight into some position. Okay, where I'm a little bit... It seems like my queenside pawns are more of a target than his kingside pawns. So, you know, with his rook coming in here, which I'm surprised he didn't do, I think I should be aiming for an attack even in this position. So let's try to activate my pieces in order to try and get some kind of attack going. Okay, now I have knight here. Rook here would be a blunder. I also have rook down to the back rank, just trying to activate. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's activate my pieces, and seems like I'm causing enough mischief for my opponent here. So this check, does that do anything? King here. And it doesn't really do anything, so I might need to exchange rooks, which I didn't, again, necessarily want to do, because as I'm attacking, I want to keep more pieces on the board. So how do I create some threats against this king? Okay, it was either there or f5, and I'm going to go for this one. I have to give up my a pawn in a lot of positions because, oh, have I just blundered? Oh dear, not a very good start, Simon. That was bad. I just totally forgot he could go that way. Silly me, silly me. Not good play. And now I'm going to have to put myself in a horrible pin here. Yeah, this is ugly. Okay, first game blues, not good. You know, something nasty is going to happen to me here. Knight d6, I got rook d8. I'm just holding on, but this is not fun, is it? I can't move my knight. I got a little tactic knight b5 in some positions. Can he go knight d6 now and knight e4 check? Well, I've got king e4, which I'm relying on, and I'm still fighting. And now I'm not sure he should have kept my rook on the board, because I'm trying to checkmate him. He should have really got rid of he should have gone for a rook ending. This is incredibly risky play, what my opponent is doing here, because now I'm probably better, aren't I? I seem to be the one coordinating with my king coming in, and Harry, come on Harry, come on Magic Harry, look at Magic Harry. Magic Harry is doing a magical job, and he's only 2 squares away from queening. So my opponent has certainly done something a little bit slack there. Check here. Okay, I'm not going to fear a discovered check. Why should I fear a discovered check? And this position looks very good for me. I'll just go for the ending. This should be winning as long as I don't lose on time. Famous last words. Okay, just push Harry. Come on. Come on, Harry. Push, push, push. He's going to try and, okay, get that over there, and then Harry's coming. Time. Ah, so slow still. Come on. Come on, you're nearly there. You're nearly there. You're nearly there. You're nearly at the goalpost. You're nearly at the goalpost. Come on. Let's just try to mate him. G7 is what I'm going for. G7 mate. He hasn't got stale matrix, which he sometimes has, because I got rook here, checkmate. Sometimes if he didn't have a B pawn, he would have stale matrix, but there we go. And I have to say, another thing that was created yesterday by Cy Chestelia, who was in the chat, is Harry Man, the new superhero. Kingside fianchetto, you say? And Harry Man is our new superhero. Forget Superman, forget Spider-Man, we have Harry Man. And Harry Man there did a fantastic job. So thanks, Harry Man. I'm relying on you, sir. Okay, so now we're getting a Dutch. And you know, if you can play e5 straight away, I think it's worth doing. I always leave this little idea here on, that they can take there and take on b7. There's some interesting sacrificial lines now. And, well, I know these positions incredibly well, you know, as you're probably aware. You know, I'm still never sure whether I should put the basically knight on c6 or put the pawn on c6. Now g4 I love it if you went g4. Bishop takes g4 and say goodbye to your position. I mean, this is just already he's in trouble here, because, you know, he's played normal moves, but this is the thing with the Dutch. If they're not careful, they get this bad position. So I've always got check here with some tactical ideas. Do I have anything stronger? So I've got bishop takes, knight g4 check, king here. Is there a breakthrough? Rook take. I've got knight takes f2, rook takes, king takes, queen takes here with an ongoing attack. Shall we do it? let's do it. That looks like a lot of fun, so we're going to play it. I mean, I don't know if it's entirely sound, but we're going to play it. And I just realised he's got bishop there, check. Bummer. Ruining my bloody idea. Oh, dear. That was annoying. I realised, yeah, this bishop e6 check. Okay, he didn't play it, so I'm going to get the position I wanted. I'm only a piece down here. I got 2 pawns, and I got rook coming to f8, but he missed bishop e6 check when he'd had the same position with an extra piece. I mean, maybe then I had something queen into h2 check, so I wasn't, you know, it wasn't entirely rubbish for me. And this is a very interesting position, isn't it? I'm just trying to chase his king down at this moment in time. Maybe I've even got my bishop coming to c5. I want to get all my pieces working. Okay, so that looks very risky, but his king is coming back here. So do I take a third pawn? I think I should take a third pawn here. Maybe I should have gone c5 last move. Who knows? Too late to have regrets. Let's take that pawn. And ideally, I obviously want to keep queens on the board here. I'm not saying the ending's that bad for me at all. But he has this big check here. So he may be forcing me to swap off. And I don't know. This is not what I wanted. I wanted to keep the queens on the board. So maybe knight b4. I should have played c5 then to stop his ideas. You know. But okay, let's fight on here. I've got 3 pawns. And the good thing about when you're playing against knights, which is the case here, pawns are so good at controlling knight squares. You know, especially if I can get this one in, which. Funnily enough, can't I do that now? I mean, he was controlling that square before, so I'm a bit surprised he's allowing my pawns to come forward. Maybe he's trying to get some kind of blockade on them. So which one do I push? Do I push this one? Check, king here. Looks a little bit risky. Let's go this one. And then my rook needs to play as well. Okay, and now can he maintain his blockade? I don't know. If he can't maintain his blockade, he's in trouble. Right, so obviously we don't want to go for a draw. So let's use all my pieces. This way I can take on c3 in some positions if he goes knight c3. And I've even got d2 as a possibility in the rook coming in. But I think, well, do we like that? Then he comes back for his knight. Or do we go d3 here? d3, rook e3, rook check. And we take some pawns over there. Let's go for that one. I mean, I don't really want to lose my d pawn. Well, another surprising move from my opponent, because now my king comes in and he's lost again his blockade of the e4 square, which he was blockading nicely before. I think he had to try rook e3. Maybe then I had check and d2. He had rook d3 then. I don't trust this move. I think I should be doing very well now. My pawns are very mobile and he hasn't been able to maintain a blockade in the middle of the board. So this is looking good. I'm just going to try to force through my e-pawn. If he tries to blockade on this square, well, that's okay as well. Now, let's just play here. Time again. Time is key. This is one thing I could lose a position with time. So I'm going to stop talking so much and just move now. Just move. Now, rook here is also very strong, but let's stop king f3. Let's use these pawns. Let's use these pawns. Okay, so he wants to try to blockade, but then I have rook here and g5 to try to stop the blockade. So let's go for that. And I've got this move coming up, and there's not much you can do to stop that. Rook g4, h5. And we're going to get to an ending, which should be pretty miserable for my opponents, because look at this pawn here. This pawn here is ginormous. So, well, what am I doing? Okay, I'm just trying to play king c3. Time, blooming heck, always time. That wasn't the best move there. Okay, quick. Bit like the last game, this one. Bit like the last game. Obviously, I'm winning, but it's all on the clock. And, oh, he's taking it. Oh, right. Wow. Yes, he's got a draw from taking it. I missed that one. That was slack. You see, a little bit of time there. Okay, well, that's fair enough. We can. I was probably going to lose on time if we kept the rooks on the board anyway. So, not at the end of the world. Not at the end of the world there. Okay, let's try e4. We're spiced up a little bit. And I always play the King's Gambit. So, There's no stop me now because I'm having a good time. I have to say this gambit, the whatever counter gambit, I don't think that's its official name, the whatever counter gambit. It's a really good way for black to play. I mean, this move here is actually a very rare move, this knight c3 move, and this I think is white's best chance of getting an interesting position. I mean, and an advantage. I'm not going to say that you get advantage in this position, but you get an interesting structure. I had this against Irish international Sam Collins, this precise position. And after bishop here check, it got very interesting because I'm gonna now, I'm just thinking, did I play here in that game and give up all my pawns, or did I go king e2? I'm just trying to think what's the best, what I did there. I think I did this, and the idea is just to try and open up all these files for my rook. So when he castles, he's got free pawn. I mean, it's just an interesting position. If you play the King's Gambit, I mean, what the blooming hell do you want? You're going to want stuff like this. And try to get my other rook to g1. And it's a bit of fun, isn't it? It's a bit of fun. Maybe f1 if he moves his rook. My rook come here or here. And then I just try to attack everything. So, okay, so he's made a move which he probably did not want to play. Now, I've got knight f5 here. But that is my last piece. And all my pieces are working. Even my king. Even happy old king is working. So he's going to try to get his bishop back around to defend. Now, do I slip that one in? Does that help me? My knight, does that slip in? Let's slip the knight in. Let's just, because the knight's not doing much there. Let's try to get that one in. And am I threatening any sort of rook takes h7 here? Well, my queen now, I've got this check. Interesting position. This check, king here, takes, rook check. Oh my words, is that beautiful? Oh no, what am I thinking? I thought my rook was on I thought my rook was on f1. Okay, plan two, don't worry. We'll try to go for a bishop here. Okay, I was looking at some knight takes f7, a bit like the first Dutch game. Rook takes f7, rook takes here. But I totally forgot my pieces are on different squares, which is always a little bit annoying. Okay, so I can win the exchange. Probably have to. I don't think he's got a good discovered check. And also my bishop is attacking his queen. So I get a little bit of material back this way, and that can't be bad, can it? And now I'm just going to try to get my king into b1 before I do anything, because my king was actually looking a little bit worse aware there. So come on, let's just tuck him away. Tuck him away over here. Is he going to use Harry? He is, isn't he? What a nasty young man. And I have to be a little bit careful here, actually, where I move my knight. Not really where I want, not really where that knight had dreams of going. But okay, we will try to swap it off with a weird position. Of course, oh, and he's threatening knight d3 check. He's a little cheapo merchant, this guy, and I'm down on time. Right, come on. That's just, well, he's certainly better. His pawns are a lot better than my pieces. But he's got queen b5. Is queen b5 a killer? Maybe queen b5 move is a killer that he's going to play. Takes. I've got check. Oh, okay, queen b5 is looking very strong for my opponent. How do I stop that? Need to guard my queen. He should have taken and gone queen b5. I think he was winning immediately had he played that. I'm not saying this is actually bad, what he's just done. That looks pretty damn strong. Is there a mate? Bishop takes is a mate. Bloody sod that duck. Sod a duck. Okay, well, I'm losing here. Okay. That's unfortunate. But I don't know the right position there. I'll resign that one. So I'll play until another one goes down. I'm going to play a bit quicker now. So I'm going to be a bit quieter and play quicker. Okay, let's see if we get the same position before. I know a tricky line. Oh, he's got knight f3 this time. So things are different. Okay. And we're going for a main line. d4 would bring it into a main line. I'll go with what I consider the best move, knight e4. And of course, if you want to learn more about this opening, you know I have a DVD on it. And I've had this position, if you follow my videos, I've had this position so many times. I know all the ideas. My opponent playing very quickly. He's a very quick player, but this e5 move, which I analysed deeply in the Killer Dutch DVD, 8-hour DVD, you can buy it now. That's not one of the ones on sale, but if you get the bundle, you can get it. I analysed this particular position, and I think I just aim for quick play. It's hard always to remember the analysis. Now, that move is not a move I thought of very highly, I don't think. Now, why? There must be a reason. Now, if I go here, he's going to check and come here, check. Now, what? Is there nothing wrong with that move? That's weird. Maybe it wasn't taken on f5. Maybe I had to go f4. Probably f4 is a better move. Okay. Right, what am I doing here? This is a little bit frustrating, that move, actually. Do I have any tricks with that? Now, bishop here, queen check, king here, knight here, takes. I don't know. Well, I'll try this one. I don't know. I don't know if it's the right way or the wrong way. Probably the wrong way. So something's gone wrong here, actually. Yeah, I mean, I think taking on e4 was a mistake. That was clearly a mistake on my part. I should not have taken on e4. Again, it shows you as you get older the memory that used to serve me extremely well. Probably a bit of tiredness as well. But now this is really bad because see, I've dropped the exchange, and well, I'm also going to have to swap the queens off. So that was annoying. I'll have a look at this afterwards. This is probably my second loss. Only a quick session today. That probably didn't help. Okay, that was annoying. I'll leave it at that because you know, I had a long stream yesterday. So I just want to see what I should have done. Well, everything was going all right here, and this is a position I've had many times. But how do we analyze this actually? Because sometimes it's good to put it. Okay, computer analysis. Let's just try this. I've never tried this out, so let's just see what the computer thinks this. Okay, I'm just going to readjust the board because we don't want the board looking funny. And let's just. This is quite a cool feature that chess.com have just had. This board analysis. I've never tried this. So after a game, and this is, if you're going to play Blitz, this is one thing that you probably should do in order to you know, in order to basically improve. If you play an opening and something goes wrong, you can whack some things on a computer if it's a sharp opening. So let's just turn on the computer maximum analysis. I don't know. Oh dear, what's it doing? I don't like the way it's analyzing this. I only want to go to a move. Okay, how do we work this? So e4, e5, and the critical position is after c5. I'm sure this is right. I could get my book out and have a look at my book, or I could try to work it out. But I'm feeling very lazy at the moment. So okay, let's see if this is going to work it out. It's taking quite a long time though, which is I don't really trust its analysis either. That's the thing. Analysing. Come on then, bloody analyse. I've got all day. What's going on? Self-analysis. That's better. We don't want any of that. Okay. So, and it might give a rather wrong point of view in this position. Okay, so this is okay. This is the best way to do it. Self-analyze. So that's what I did wrong. Okay, I knew. I have this in my book, this position, but I haven't had this particular line for a long time. And as you can see, the move that I played was actually a big mistake, taking on e4. And what you should do is go bishop f6. Of course you should play here, just to stop knight takes e5. And I now remember one of the key lines here, and this is, I think black gets excellent play for the pieces here. I mean, the computer gives it as roughly even, but excellent play, you know, with a knight coming in. I've got normal taken on e4, f4 moves. I mean, yeah, this is stupid of me not to remember bishop f6. So at least I know bishop f6 in future, and you can see the assessment going a little bit up and down, but generally equal. But I prefer playing black here because my pieces are more active. I mean, let's just see. I mean, for example, it's going bishop e3 as one of its main moves, and now king h8. And now it's changed to saying slightly better for black, you see. Actually now an f4. Remember f4's move I wanted to play? I'm going to play f4. And of course I'm going to play f4. Why not? See, the computer's assessment, you know, you've got to think for yourself. And, okay, I believe that black is better here. I'm going to let it run for a little bit. and I'm sure the computer will change its mind. There we go. It's changed its mind. You just need to let it run for a little bit longer. And this is just the kind of position I'd want. So there we go. At least we solved that problem. Okay, so yeah, if you use computers in that way, they can be quite handy. I wouldn't use them. This is a sharp position, so it's good in a very tactical position, maybe only then to put the computer on. Generally, I would want to think in normal verbal ways to improve, rather than rather than doing it using a computer all the time. People get addicted to using computers, but I think it was worth doing in this particular case. Tactical variation. I'm sure it's in my book as well. I'd also like to say thank you to everyone who donated yesterday. It was really amazing, your donations, and that's going to go to help GingerGM stuff, more videos. Going to help Danny Gormali come to the Crypt event, which is all going to be filmed, and many other things. So thank you so much, and do remember, only for today. I don't know how long this sale will go on for. I doubt we'll have another one for a while, and this is your chance to get basically enough tuition to keep you going for a hell of a long time. The sale is on, and it's quite professionally done. I really try to go into things as much as I can, good analysis, and it's only going on today. Go to the link up there. I'll put it in the chat as well. Thank you for joining in to this video, and I'll catch you later. Bye.